Alright. I'm back. I think. I hope. Yep. Alright, I'm back. Awesome. Now it should be working.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
It's working!
Yeah. Yeah.
Had to floof. So happy. Let's go. Alright. Now we can actually go on with our day. Where do I need to go again? Here we go. Time to get food.
This should be our final stop. Sataria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
Ah yes, perfect sabotage.
It's my duty to protect Samari's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before. Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember. If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Yes, yes she has.
Ah, that's right. I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering.
Whatever floats your boat.
After all, I grew up in Leeway Harbor and spent
I'm
my
sorry, I'm
entire
not sorry.
childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent.
Wow, that's kind of
But
cringe.
I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars, and I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get into the academia after their next round of exams.
Good for
What
you.
An admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Go get her, Tiger.
Sure, but you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
So we're gonna
I
kidnap
see.
her.
Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
Well, if you can make it, good luck. So we're gonna kidnap this Soteria and make her do our bidding.
Was that everybody?
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria.
What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Sataria face her problems.
I told you already, Paimon. We're gonna make
Sataria's
trouble in the
already
desert.
used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities. I remember you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormuz are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of King Deshret. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot.
Oh, Paimon
But Anakin
gets
doesn't
it
like
now.
sand.
You want to take
I don't like
advantage
sand.
of the guilt Sataria feels about her homeland. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages.
There we go.
So, how do we set that up?
Isn't King Deshret dead, though?
King Deshret is long gone,
Yeah.
and Sataria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks.
So, do we
If
revive the
simply
Scarlet
engaged her
King?
under the guise of King Deshret's believers, she would definitely be weary of us, and we may not get anywhere.
So what's the
But
plan?
if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different.
So, you mean you're going to possess those people we just talked to?
Yes, yes she
Yep.
is.
Possess them through the Akasha, imply they've already converted to the faith of King Deshret, and then convey our made-up will of King Deshret. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure. She'll never guess that we had anything to do with it.
Ah yes,
That's how you're
espionage.
going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them.
Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Wait, huh?
Best of luck? But don't know how to possess anyone.
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself.
So I can possess anyone, you say?
That is pretty convenient. But why does he have to do this? Can't you do it yourself?
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
Neither am I. And I'm human.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably should just accept it and push on.
So when does Sino
Don't
come
beat
in?
yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone, and we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway.
We are stealing their
Alright,
bodies.
then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
I don't think this is a good idea. Also, I'm gonna go fight the cube again real quick. Take a break from, story. More salad. Give me the salad. Sup, nerd?
Yeah.
It makes a little beep
Solidify.
sound. It's so cool.
I see everything.
Illusion shattered.
Gather.
I don't have my infusion.
Stabilize.
There is no escape.
Just tank everything. This is so hilarious.
Shine down.
There we go. Purification. I can talk. Purification complete. And now I will properly get, Oh, there's stream elements finally waking up. Okay. Gotta put Radish here.
I've been waiting for you for ages.
Yes. Okay. And now we can get... How did I click G? Okay. Yes. Leyline Blossom. Awesome. Alright. How much do we need to send her again? Talents. 0.1 bonus damage and 0.03 crit rate? Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is where we need like 1,000% crit rate. Or, 1,000 elemental mastery. Which is gonna be hard as hell to get, but you know. I just want energy real quick. Because I'm OCD like that. Also, I have no idea where to get more Ascension materials for Nahida. So go up after the water dude first. Because he's all alone.
Make my escape.
This may be a very bad idea.
Work done. No excuse for slacking. Time to do my work.
Oh wait, I forgot. Eula's OP.
No escape.
Gotta dash. This way, turn a little.
Lol, Eula's broken.
I condemn you.
Spin.
Can't run from death.
Try fighting me next time. Oh, there's more.
Should have
Beg for mercy. Shut up.
She's only level 60 and doing like 20k spreads. What the heck?
Crush. Blink.
This way, turn a little.
Our bond is strong. Eye for an eye.
A minute to memory.
Beg for mercy.
Yay, free stuff. Quote unquote free stuff.
I can put these to good use.
Alright. Now we switch back to the main team.
Everyone hold hands.
God, this is such a cool mechanic. Ooh. Hey, buddies.
This is order. Solidify.
Illusion shattered.
In this
Lol, Zhongli shield go her. She's hitting 15k aggravates.
This is it.
This character's fun. Where should I go next? I like how I said I was going to be doing this with the story, and now I'm just here. Is this like an Aramite base? I'll check that out later. Now that I have the waypoint. Go back here. I get distracted way too easily. Pet the floof. Pet the floof? Oh no, I typed it wrong. Pat the floof.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Yes! Pat the floof. Alright, oh, I gotta wait. 12 to 8. I clicked the wrong button. I'll just wait a day. Alright. I do today ba 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 I really do need a webcam. That would be nice. Radish girl. Well, time to possess somebody.
Oh, here she comes. Satori is here.
Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them.
Okay.
As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say.
Paimon's starting to feel kind of nervous.
Please don't
Okay,
apply a minigame to
let's
this.
go. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding hiding spot and get started.
We're already in a hiding spot. God, this is so obvious it hurts. Catherine's doing the pose.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there.
The cats, they know.
Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong?
She's on to us.
I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again?
Harut and Marut.
That's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well,
Wow. Okay,
could
so
you
this is
do
the
a
one
reading
time
on how
Traveler
long
gets to
it'll take
talk
me
and they
finish
don't
my
even
current
use his
project at
voice.
work? I really just want to get it over with.
Zach can't even
I
speak.
hear you. No
But this is
problem
the
at all.
Traveler talking.
The gods will reveal the truth. The gods are asking, Sitaria,
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Yes, yes they do.
Sitaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness.
Go home already.
And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, King Deshret.
But he's dead.
King Deshret? No wonder he would make such demand of me. Wait a second. King Deshret passed away a long time ago.
Those cats are massive.
Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can King Deshret still exist in real life?
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
She knows. She's on to us. That cat is huge. What the heck?
Whoa, she just ran off in a hurry. She looked pretty upset too.
Also, have we been standing there the entire
Well,
time?
Sitaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss.
Oh no, she
To
knows
have
something.
she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her? That must have shaken her to the core.
She knows something.
Nahida, it seems like you understand human emotions really well after all.
All I know are some abstract Harvard-taught theories. In any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless. I'm still trying to make sense of everything. Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Sitaria.
Just a second.
Zata Keem's now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
Oh, you can only do it once. Huh? Awesome. So the command can only go in through one at a time. Oh, that's weird. Flashing lights warning, everybody. After it already happened.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?
Masonry?
Oh, right. Your
Yes.
old man's craft. How could I forget? Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better?
He's walking more now.
Oh, that's good to hear. I have been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yes, living the retired life.
He's been retired there for a while.
If you
okay.
could find the time, please write him a letter. Let him know that recently, faith in King Deshret has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across Sumeru. He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those King Deshret believers because of a difference in beliefs.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or King Deshret?
I like this guy's voice.
I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray King Deshret, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
Akeem, you don't mean you've also become a believer of King Deshret?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa. Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
Yes, you were a bit too harsh.
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel a bit overwhelming for Sataria.
I'm all for being blunt,
Once
but in this
everything is
situation,
over,
it really
I'll
just
be
seems
sure
like it's gonna
to visit
backfire.
her mind and explain everything.
Why can't we
Anyway,
just ask
let's keep
Sino?
going.
If we need a spy, he's the obvious choice.
Come on! Sataria's already started...
Shut up, Paimon.
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like,
Everything.
as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Basement.
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to King Deshret as well.
It's not like the
What an absurd
the
question.
you
You
Sumeru
make it
City
sound like
people,
I should
the
be ashamed
Academia
for
is like
becoming a believer
worshipping
of King
Naida
Deshret.
anyway.
In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects.
To be fair, we're doing the same
Please,
thing right now.
please
so
stop.
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her problems.
yes, you did.
She can no longer justify everything to herself.
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards. What should we do?
This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Kidnapper. No.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matra right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
King Deshret! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
He's not dead.
Miss Sataria,
Or
nothing is impossible.
true.
You know my name?
King Deshret is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of King Deshret, Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret?
Wow, this...
In fact, aren't
I never
you
expected a
the
kids
strange
game
one?
to,
The one who still
or
can't pick a
quote-unquote
side?
kids game to get this deep.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
This is some Persona bullshit right here.
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of King Deshret. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling. I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
Not
You
too
won't
late.
necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of King Deshret? Or are you the god himself?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity.
I have no
Your
idea what that
appearance
means.
must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the masked dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zeru's festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents.
So
I've
you're a
just been working
designer,
to meet the Grand
yet you don't
Sage's
know what
specified
the thing
requirements.
did.
However,
That's
there's
a
something
loophole.
that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
Oh, it's, Alhaitham.
To fight against the academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
No.
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project.
So we're
One
committing
thing,
full-on
though,
espionage.
I won't be able
Awesome.
to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha.
Even though they don't wear them themselves.
Let me see. Let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
The academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't
Yes,
worry
yes, it
about
was.
that. I assure you, this won't be a trap. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
All right, I trust you.
So, if I were to successfully complete this task, would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
Yes.
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, she's also the one responsible for
At least you're
judging
not
and
facing the
guiding
wrath of the
scholars.
rock.
Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side.
The Traveler's
By using
execution
people
was
as puppets.
ingenious. He's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, now that
I
we've
did
made plans to
absolutely
meet again
nothing.
tomorrow evening,
As the
all
player.
we can do is pray for Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch.
Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars?
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway, let's
So
meet again
truth is the
tomorrow
Archon.
evening.
Okay. Until the following night. Okay. What is this achievement? Soul transposed. Okay. I feel like, what is that one TV show? It was really old and it got a remake. Dude like passed or used some like machine, and he like got put into someone else's body, and it took control of them for like a couple days or something. That was a really interesting show. I want to watch it again. I don't remember what it's called. I wish I could remember. Okay, so just wait until 19 o'clock, and we go. Just, okay. So where do I go now? Oh, the following night. Okay. Fine. Guess we gotta look at the screen longer, chat. Alright, here we go. Oh, she's still here. What if I don't? What if I just stand here, menacing, waiting for something to happen? Oh, okay.
Catherine, we're here! Oh, you are the other Catherine, right?
That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity.
Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap. If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play.
It's probably gonna happen.
The academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world.
Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking.
Highly doubt that.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard. Off?
Something is off. It's always off.
What do you feel is off? It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet.
This is a trade city
No, I
full of
think he's
markets
right.
and stalls.
It really is a lot quieter than usual.
If something is not going
If you
on,
look around,
then there's something to worry
there
about.
seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire city, though.
Are we in another
Maybe
experiment?
it's just a coincidence. Maybe Sataria figured out a way to not only distract the guards, but also to get everyone to go to sleep early, just so we can exchange the documents in peace.
I doubt
I
that.
also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off.
Because
But
there's
now that we're
something
here,
going wrong.
Let's go ahead and meet her as we planned.
Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer.
Slap it in my face a little harder, why don't you, game? Jeez.
Huh. There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this
Oh,
quiet
yep.
in front of the academia.
Something
and
is
that
going on
Sataria
because
managed to distract all
we
the
can't do
guards.
co-op anymore. GIF. Thanks for the free artifact, nerd. What the hell? What the heck?
What are people doing here at this hour of the night?
Ah, the triumphant hero returns
shit.
at last.
Hey,
And to a
yo!
rather spectacular
Dottore.
welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
I thought
Indeed
Alhaitham
I
was
am.
expelled.
Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
El Dottore. From Espanol.
If you're looking for your researcher
That was
friend, she
highly
has
racist,
already
may
been
I?
taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City.
Well, they're all brainwashed.
What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world.
Hey, I'll make that dream a reality, bitch.
My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
Does this mean we got all the bitches?
These are all just regular people.
Do we got all the maidens?
Now, you need to get out of here.
But that guy's a Fatui Harbinger. We can't just leave you here.
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru.
Put them to sleep. Well, time to run.
Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
Hello, Dottore. A little too close, buddy. I know what you've done to Kolai. I know what you did at the manga. You can quite easily knob off.
This should be far enough. Paimon needs to catch her breath first.
Hey, it's daytime.
Is the
Maybe.
heater going to be okay? We only made it out because of her. Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2.
The Fatui are at the bottom of every bad plot within this game.
He called
Or evil
himself
plot.
the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the academia came back recently.
I thought that was all
And that
Hytham,
even the
honestly.
sages are wary of him. Yep. Sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor. Yeah. Now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui. But
They're gonna
what are
take over the
Fatui after this
world!
time? Another Gnosis?
Yes, yes they are.
Things would be a lot easier with Nahita's help. Nahita said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep waiting around, right?
Let's go find someone else.
You mean...
Tainari!
Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Vidia forest? That has to be the same project. Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something.
When does Sino come into this?
There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
Also, when will they ever fix Inazuma's story quest? Because that was pretty garbage. Where do we go from here? When did... I never realized that this bridge was just a giant tree stump. Alright. Where do I go now? Do I... I have to complete another quest. Awesome. I don't want to complete another quest. Fine. That's kind of annoying, really. Maybe I could just start it and hopefully get the NPC out of the world. Well, this is a lot of immersion breaking. Hopefully I don't have to do the whole quest. Otherwise, we're going to be here for another 2 hours, probably. What do you have to say? Fine. This is not going to be fun.
This is where you've been, Tainari?
keep your voice down.
Tainari, everything's spinning.
You probably hit your head too hard.
To die? Tell Mom that I should have listened to her. And tell Suna that I'm sorry for breaking her toy. I didn't tell her because I was scared that she wouldn't play with me anymore.
Remember, people, kids are not this smart.
I heard that people turn into birds after they die. Is that true? I feel like I'm getting lighter.
Yes, go into the light.
Tainari,
And then, we'll be taking Tainari to, go do something else.
Okay, enough nonsense.
Or he's drugged to hell and
You just have a small
back.
fever. Take your medication and rest. You'll be bouncing off the walls in no time.
Really? Then, can you keep the thing about the toy a secret for now?
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered, go and apologize. Keeping secrets to yourself won't solve anything.
Oh.
Hey, let me ask you something. I recall that you're usually pretty healthy. How did you get this sick all of a sudden?
I don't know either. Mom's been telling me not to play in the forest. I just wanted to look inside.
And that was your first mistake.
It's different from before. I got lost and went around in a huge circle. After I got out, I started feeling dizzy.
So this is obviously a female voice actor. Contaminated region. Blech.
So that's how this whole mess happened. Anyway, go rest. No running around until I say so, got it? Traveler, Paimon.
I like how he told him
Let's
to
step
go
out for
rest.
now.
And it's like, no, just get some rest. You don't have to go anywhere. Go back to sleep.
Mr. Forest Watcher, how is my son?
I gave him some antipyretics.
He's gonna die. Sorry.
Let him rest here for a while.
At the flu.
I told him that he would feel better after some medicine and rest, but I only said that to comfort him. His symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them. They seem more akin to a disruption in his psyche. Antipyretics won't be of much use.
I have no idea what that
What
means.
do we do? Mr. Forest Watcher, you have to help him.
If memory serves, a plant called Vasanti grass can help soothe the mind.
We're gonna drug
Small
him.
number grow in arid deserts. They usually look like shriveled weeds, but can be revitalized with a splash of water. They're expensive and unable to grow in the Avidya forest's climate, so I don't have any on hand. I'll ask the caravans. Go find Kale, have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of traveling gear for me.
All right. Thank you.
Contaminated region, huh? Is that why you two are also here?
No, I'm here because I need you to infiltrate
Is it
the
a
academia.
new weathering zone?
Doesn't seem like one. Whether you look at scale, internal conditions, or resultant effects, they're completely different. The only thing they have in common is that they aren't welcome. This nuisance made itself home in the Avidya forest, so I can't turn a blind eye.
This guy really likes plants.
We feel the same way.
Apparently we do as well.
All right. Let's contact the caravans first and purchase some Vasanti grass. We can also ask about the contaminated region. There's no time to waste. We have to move quickly. Let's go.
Please, disappear from the world. I need to do the next quest. Yes! Thank God. We don't have to do the quest. Or you don't have to do the story quest. Tanari, I'm coming! I need you to kill someone for me. Alright, here we
Hold
go.
it right there. A
Tashfin.
blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you, all right. Take a look around. You've fallen right into our trap.
I have killed, or I have
Mercenaries from the Corps of
taken
30?
down La Senora. I have almost killed an Archon.
Core of 30?
Or Yeah, well,
We're nothing like those government lapdogs.
I fought an
who
Archon
don't even get scraps
twice
for their work.
and lived to tell the tale.
We are an elite
I fought a
brigade
dragon.
that commands the
I fought
highest
another dragon.
commission rate in
And I
all
fought
of
another
Sumeru.
Harbinger.
We're
Do you
here
guys
on the
really wanna
orders of
try
a
me?
client known only as the Outcast.
The outcast?
I'm about to outcast you into the trash
from
bin.
the academia?
Sounds like the doctor.
But why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after us?
True.
Still wasting time on idle chit-chat. We'll shut you up soon enough. Get them!
Zhongli Meteor has something else to say.
You're up, traveler!
Hey, buddy.
New punching bag. I will have order.
Good night, buddy.
Hey!
Shine down!
That's close enough.
Commit to memory.
Gather.
Illusion shut!
These aggravate things are insane. I'm hitting 19k aggravates.
It isn't over yet! Here comes reinforcements!
Meteor says otherwise.
There is no escape!
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite mercenaries are like?
I have fought harder.
Yeah, looks like we'll have to keep our guards up. But this
Dang, Traveler's
doctor guy
pissed.
seems like a pretty tough opponent. He knew exactly where to set up an ambush. Did he predict that we would try to find Tainari? Going up against smart people is tough.
No shit.
Anyway, let's keep going.
You actually have to play 3D chess. 4D chess, sorry. So I like how there are so many dogs in this village. Is really cool.
Oh, it's the traveler and Paimon.
Kale!
What are you two doing back here?
Kale, it's nice to see you again. Are you doing all right?
To be honest, I'm not doing too well. My Elazar has been progressing at a faster rate lately. I'm finding it harder to complete more intricate tasks.
You need
As
to take a
result,
break.
Master Tainari is taking me off the patrol schedule. He will only allow me to stay here and coordinate other people's tasks.
Oh, Kale.
I really hope we find a cure.
Speaking of Tainari, did he go off on patrol? We're here to talk to him.
Oh, Master Tainari? He just left the Avidia Forest a little while ago. He was headed to Pardis Di.
That's in the desert, yeah?
He left? What? Isn't Tainari always saying that he never wants to leave the Avidia Forest? He even turned down the Sage's invitation.
I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari always prioritizes his work as a forest watcher above everything. He almost never leaves his post. He left in a hurry this time, though.
So something bad obviously happened.
No, I only found out that he left through a message he left behind. He also made sure to delegate all his tasks using a schedule. To leave in such a hurry? I'd guess he had something urgent to take care of. Master Tainari originally studied in the Amorta Darshan of the Academia, and Pardis Di is something like the Amorta's research base. Many rare shrubs and grasses have been planted there for research. I know that before he became a forest watcher, Master Tainari once spent a long time conducting research at Pardis Di.
A research base, huh? Gotta wonder what kind of research Tainari just decided to work on all of a sudden. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Pardis Di.
Oh wait, no, this is the other place with the robot. Take care of yourself, Color.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm used to living with Elazar by now. If you run into Master Tainari, please send him my regards.
Okay.
Got it. Will do. See you later, Kale.
Keep smiling. By the power of teleport waypoints. Oh. Hello, Catherine. I'm surprised you survived.
Wait! Look who it is! Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you. Hey! This was supposed to be a touching reunion.
Actually, it's very smart of the Traveler to be wary of me right now. After all, the Doctor has shown that his technology can apparently even control human minds.
Okay, question.
Plus,
How are you here right now?
It's not like you could have known what happened after we split up, and I was facing the Doctor by myself.
The Akasha Terminal has
Even a
weaker
pool of
power
stagnant
outside the
water
city.
after
How are
a
you here?
torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of sky.
Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure analogy.
True.
Huh? But I wasn't trying to win your trust or anything. All I wanted was to clarify my point.
Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell us more about what happened. Are those poor people all right?
No, they're all dead.
When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the Doctor mentioned depositing information into the subconscious, he didn't mean engraving information into their minds. Instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. That was still within my power to fix.
Well, that's good.
Luckily, I managed to finish my restorations and mind jump away from him just as he was about to capture me.
Wait.
What a relief. The Doctor sure pulled out some hidden cards, but good thing we had Nahida with us.
So you mind jumped away from
I won't be
Catherine.
relieved just yet. I
Into
gave
another
away
body.
my true identity when I restored everyone's minds.
But back into
which
Catherine.
means we've lost another one of our trump cards. Also, the Doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's only a matter of time until he captures my consciousness inside the Akasha.
Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? He's still at the Academia, so it's possible he already started messing with the Akasha. Ugh, it feels like he's toying with us.
He is toying with
What a
us.
nasty piece of work. Plus, the Doctor's
This is all a game to
ability
him.
alone is apparently enough to make him worthy of being number 2 of the Fatui.
This guy's number 2?
We shouldn't give up hope just yet.
Well, we're screwed.
Let's try to find another way to attack this problem.
We are royally screwed.
How did you know we were trying to get to Party's DI? Have you been waiting for us?
Yes, I have. I can see the Traveler's elemental energy, so I deduced your destination by looking at the direction you were moving in.
We literally teleported
You
here.
didn't come here for sightseeing, right? Did you find any leads?
We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Tainari, and the sages once tried to reach out to him. Why don't you come inside with us and see what we can find?
Okay, let's just hope we won't get him into trouble.
He's a main character. It's obviously going to happen. Also, I came here once and then never came back because there's literally nothing here except story quest stuff. It is pretty, though. It would make sense if there was, like, a... Dendroculus here. Hypatia! You're the Scaramouche simp.
Traveler? It is you!
Yes, it is I.
It's Hypatia!
Ah, what a pleasant surprise! It's so nice to see the two of you again.
Who's this?
Not the person we're looking for.
We met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the, what's it called? Satyavada life?
Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends. You've come at just the right time. Ever since I've come here, hardly anyone has even talked to me.
Yeah, because they're all under the
Hypatia,
mind control.
You're way too excited about this. Actually, for you to leave the Avidia Forest means... you're not in training anymore? Wait, no. Did you already finish your training and reach Pariporna life?
Probably not.
What do you think?
No.
My consciousness has already managed to make contact with the divine.
Never mind. I stand corrected.
You did it?
I don't think she actually did.
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long last. When my consciousness made contact with the gods. What a supreme and unparalleled experience that was.
Oh, that's a weird face.
That sounds incredible!
Yeah, we're in a hurry.
All right. Actually, please wait. I haven't forgotten my promise to you.
Apparently I have.
Remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw from Irminsul once I gained deeper insights.
No, thank you for reminding me.
My current self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness of the divine.
We already have a direct connection.
You can do that?
I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give it a try, I'll do my best to protect your consciousness during the process.
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneal with me. This is still a crucial part of the ceremony.
We're gonna get high! Let's go!
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your consciousness.
It's a trap.
Okay.
I think, probably.
Ready?
I'm getting high!
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies.
Hello, Scaramouche.
My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded.
He got discarded at the Storm Island.
The second was a human. My family. My friend.
Kazuha's grandfather?
Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination.
And he ripped down his own soul?
The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest.
I'll hide him. And then he died.
Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me.
Oh shit.
They can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounced the world and laugh in its face.
He's an evil boy.
My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity.
Yet you can still feel rage. That is a human emotion, my friend. You are directly contradicting yourself.
There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
Scaramouche, I'm gonna, walk up directly to you, and I'm gonna kick your ass.
What was that?
And the Greater Lords.
Did we actually just see the Balladier's memories? Everything matches what we know about him. But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
Because he's linked to the Akasha.
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Such a noble will! Such sublime emotion!
She's a Scaramouche simp, like the ones on Twitter.
If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart.
Please do not kill yourself.
Great and merciful God, please grant me forgiveness and salvation.
Also, she looks like she's cross-eyed.
Understand now? I'm afraid this is no periporno life, but rather...
You! Why are you so mean to me? Why is everyone hiding from me? I found divine wisdom. Shouldn't I receive praise and honor? Haven't I uncovered that light in the darkness?
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait, have I already lost my mind?
Yes, yes you have. You do drugs. You sniff incense to understand greater beings. You have already lost your mind.
Wait, something isn't right.
Let me guess, no one's here again. Are we in another dream? It's the guards. Cool fight scenes, let's go. Ooh, shot through the heart and we're too late. Oh shit. Heyo? Heyo? Did we swap bodies? Huh? There it is. There's the Evangelion robot. There it is. God, this is hilarious.
Okay, we finally lost him.
Hi, Tanari.
Are you okay, Nahida? Wait, no. Something feels different. You're back!
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed.
And I was put in Nahida's body.
Kainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahida's body?
To be fair, we are like gods, so, you know.
Consciousness? Where is she now?
Probably back in Akasha.
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said, "The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore. But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies."
We're going to the desert.
Oh no! Nahida's trapped in the sanctuary of Surasthana for good this time. Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague.
Let's go to the desert.
Oh, that makes sense. Since the doctor captured her, she won't be able to say anything without him knowing. She's being extra careful. Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies. Huh. Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from the alchemical divination at the Sub-Zero's festival.
So we go to the sun god.
Didn't use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Huh. Do you think Nahida was telling us to go find help in the desert? But she isn't with us anymore.
Paimon.
We have Tainari.
You said Sanctuary of Surasthana. Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking about, the consciousness who is occupying the Traveler's body, is the Dendro Archon?
Yes, yes, Tainari.
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit complicated, so it's really hard for us to explain right now.
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation, safe to say I have witnessed that for myself. I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your side, so I trust you.
Thank you, Tainari.
Thanks, lad.
Actually, we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the project that the sages have been working on?
Probably nothing.
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secretive about its scope and goals, so I eventually declined. All I know is that that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Huh? Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body?
Yep.
What?
Do you have any evidence?
The Scent God? I have no idea what that is. Curiouser and curiouser.
So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardes Dii and began searching for a way to return her to her normal self.
So she smoked the special kush. Okay.
Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at Aru village. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanali, but...
In fact, they resent her.
But I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like I made the right decision by not accepting their invitation.
And the Futui are all behind
The
it.
Doctor and the Balladeer. We have 2 Futui Harbingers in Sumeru. Sounds like we're in for a bad
And hopefully
time.
we kill one of them.
From your description, I don't think they've completed their project.
Yeah.
There may still be room for us to intervene.
Probably not.
Then,
Plot
what is
convenience,
the
you know.
connection between creating a new god and restoring Irminsul?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals.
But thing is, isn't Irminsul part of Nahida?
Right. We've pretty much gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out. How about you, Tainari? What are you going to do?
Well, he can't really return
I'll
now.
stay here for now. I still want to try a few more things to help Hypatia.
I stand corrected.
If you're planning to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Rabat. That'll be your fastest route.
Yes.
Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help. May the spirit of wisdom go with you.
Thanks, Tainari. Hopefully Hypatia will feel better soon. We're off then.
She's probably going to be like that for the rest of her life. Jeez. Archon quests are long. Witness Scaramouche's past of her being connected to the divine consciousness. Thing is, to those who've played events, Scaramouche's past is pretty obvious. Oh, man. Oh, this quest is long. I'm actually going to take a break. So, I'm going to take like a 15-minute break, and I will see you guys in a bit. Alright, lads. Alright, lads, I am back. And back with a vengeance. Got dinner. Took a break. You know, got myself a Dr. Pepper. What a nice sound. And we're gonna get back onto the grind, because I need to finish this. Don't we finally get to meet Dea again? That would be cool. So let's see if anyone said someone on Discord, because I can't press the home button. My keyboard is not allowing me to press the Windows key. Unfortunate. Alright. No one has said anything on Discord. Sad. Alright. Story time. All the fires just lit up at once for some reason. Okay. Please tell me we meet Dea. Or see Dea.
We finally made it to Caravan Rebot. It's pretty lively here. So,
The split between the desert and the forest, huh?
Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
It is a big thing of bark, but it is cool.
Enough gawking.
Hello, Alhaitham.
Come on, follow me.
That was actually pretty surprising. What are you doing here?
Over here.
Okay.
Alhaitham went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him.
You don't need to tell me. He is also probably running from the,
What the... Where did he go?
Yep. From the academia.
How did we lose him? They were just here a second ago.
More Eremite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, Traveler, it seems like we were being followed again.
You
Who
were
do you think
too
they're working
careless.
for?
You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago. There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the academia.
Ah, so you're a teacher.
I'm on a scare, Alhaitham. We never thought we'd run into you here.
Or were a teacher.
Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the academia? Wait, don't tell Paimon that you're here to take us back on their orders.
Nah, we're fine.
So you've already landed yourselves on the academia's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the academia, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer.
Ah, okay. You've caught your eye, have you? Or have we? Bleh.
Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties. Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be. Which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting. The leader of Aino
we're special.
used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought for quite some time. To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
I don't remember anything.
Alhaitham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even notices or remembers stuff like that?
Obviously not me.
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the academia after all. So considering that, it is indeed wise to keep your cards close to your chest. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Oh, yes, I do.
Right?
Just not gonna
No
share
matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own. Speaking of, you two are also headed to the desert?
Yes, yes, I am.
That's right. We have the same plan as you.
Because we're
but we
running
don't
away.
really have any concrete goals at the moment.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else. Well, would you like to head there together?
Yes.
It's always better to travel with someone you know. Let's go.
Please, fast travel us. Fine, I'll warp there myself. God, I'm so lazy.
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Whoa, this landscape is really something else. What a cool place.
It is very cool.
Let's go check it out.
Reminds me of Monster Hunter, honestly. Oh, is this where Hytham gets attacked?
Wow.
It is a cool place. Candace? Please? Nope, sign out. God, the fight scenes are so cool. I really wish there were more of them.
Sino. Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Oh, Hytham. Do not think you can escape my judgment just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment?
I like his voice.
So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me.
Debatable.
Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Alhaitham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yeah, even I don't know what that is.
General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Alhaitham.
He's part of the disciplinary committee.
An attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth.
Oh, hush you.
I've been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
Has Alhaitham done something wrong? Hyman doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things.
Paimon, people never show their true face.
Alhaitham, I saw it during our fight. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Over my dead body.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
Well, it's kind of obvious Well, did he steal it back?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia,
Guess he just
are
stole it
you
back.
all alone in the desert?
Or he
As
didn't
far
give
as
them the
I'm
right one.
aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the academia?
Oh, he's here to kill us.
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two? Ugh. What should we do, Traveler? Paimon feels like we can't trust either of them.
Can we just walk away? Please?
Well, look
Dea.
at you two, acting
Hello.
all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia?
Hello, Dia. Miss Badass herself.
Great, finally someone that we
The
can
only
trust.
contender for Beto.
You gotta help us out here. Otherwise, these two are gonna start fighting again.
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds.
I would love to see her beat up somebody. But, you know, we're not going to get another quality animated fight scene for probably a long while.
Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Sandstorm!
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong. Is this a sandstorm? Paimon's gonna get blown away.
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey!
Candace!
All of you, over here, quickly! We have to take cover!
Someone's calling for us. Oh, this wind is too strong. Let's get over there.
No, it's not that bad.
That sounded like Candace. Come
Candace,
on, you
fit
two.
these nuts in
Jeez,
your
are all
mouth.
of you academia
Ha!
folks such hard work? Move it!
All right, stop yelling.
God, I wish the Inazuma quest was this good. Such a shame. Okay, Mr. Edgelord. Calm your tits. You gonna play? There we go.
Well, this is pretty awkward.
No.
Hey, wanna play sardines with three people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun.
Good line, Paimon.
The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
She's so cool. Yet her
savior
kit
has
is
come at last.
mediocre.
Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Thank you so much for helping us.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys over there.
Yes,
All
yes, she
right.
is.
Now
She's
that
a
we're
big
all
sister.
better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand.
And she didn't come home
As a guardian
when I
charged
pulled
with
on
the
Sino's banner.
responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from
But I did
harm,
get Cookie and
I
saw
was
you, so,
observing your
you know.
conflict from
It's
afar,
alright.
even before the sandstorm started. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Man, I really wish they sent him quality gear to record. Those S's are getting to him.
Misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now.
You literally did
anyway,
nothing.
One of those two should probably start talking.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself.
Ah, you could have said that
While
earlier.
Alhaitham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress.
Yes.
As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me.
So you just left.
I began
Yes,
to
that's
realize
definitely
that
a way to
they were cautious
fulfill your
of me
problem
from the
or
very beginning.
fix your problems.
Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
Yeah, right.
So they really are up to no good.
I realized
isn't
then
granted
that to
by
the
anyone.
Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing
Except
more
for
than
God, but, you know.
tools for the sages to assert and
But I
maintain
do
their
have a question.
control over
You have a
knowledge.
vision. They don't.
The vows that we
Why don't
took,
you just beat them up?
the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the academia of today. I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
What is this?
Sino seems to
Hello,
have the
Addie.
same goal as us. We're all investigating
How you doing
the
today?
sages.
Or Ad Life, sorry. How you doing?
Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary.
Welcome to the stream. We're just playing some Genshin. Delighted to make your acquaintance as well. Ah, wait, this is a whisper. How you doing? No? No response? Okay. Well, we're just gonna keep playing. It is good to make your acquaintance as well, and hope you enjoy the stream. I just spaced on what was happening.
If that's your story, then why did you see Alhaitham as a target?
Well, it's obviously because he was part of
When
the
I was investigating
academia.
the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Alhaitham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Alhaitham?
Ah, so who's hunting us? Awesome.
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
From the beginning, very beginning, Alhaitham was the sages were watching me from the very beginning. Yes, the sages were watching us.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
Alhaitham!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
The most
Debatable.
enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know.
So basically, these guys tried to give or make a deal with a guy who's basically a wild card.
From my perspective,
Who doesn't listen to
the sages are
like
far
commands
from
anyway.
trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward?
That is a great question,
So,
Alhaitham.
I began my own investigation following the lead of the divine knowledge capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
Also, yes, Adlife, who is currently only whispering to, me, you have started recently following my channel. And, don't know why you're using the whisper when you could easily just use the stream chat, but okay. If you want to chat, just, you know, click the button and have fun with the free command that I set up that nobody uses because nobody watches my streams. Anyway, yeah, if you're just gonna keep going.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
So they were gonna make him take drugs.
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the Academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the divine knowledge capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
It was a coincidence.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the Academia. Also, you should remember, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
True.
That's true.
We followed him. We had nothing part of it.
As well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you.
No, you're fine,
I
man.
took the divine knowledge capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
You should be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion.
I mean, he's obviously against the Academia, so
Answer
it's
me
all
this.
right.
Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the Academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
No, they're not going to tell him
Fine.
anything.
Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy. For now.
As you wish.
Mm-hmm. Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings. And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
She literally did nothing.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home.
Did she send you as a bodyguard?
So I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here.
Can we
Then I
hire
saw
you?
these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. You take me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
I don't want to know what that was.
Whoa! What was that sound?
Probably a sand monster.
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
Yay!
Creatures? In the sandstorm? Are you sure you don't want some backup?
Yes, please. Can I
Fighting
fight? I
in a
am bored.
sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a disadvantage. You needn't worry.
Let me kill stuff.
Yeah, just leave them to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
Half of these story quests are just sitting here waiting.
The wind's died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right?
Oh, come on.
Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright?
Yes, maybe we should go and check on her.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. All right, let's go. We've been here long enough, and the boys are as chatty as the floor.
Like me on a Friday night. Alright, we can finally move again. Let's go! Plot progression, not just sitting in the same room all day. Back to the bridge. There's a Sealy down there. Alright. Time to get distracted. Oh, come on. Hounds. Why did it have to be hounds?
Ooh, Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
And comical timing, they just left.
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized it, even the sandstorm had stopped.
Okay.
Here comes another wave!
Can I finally do something, please?
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but now I have something to take my anger out on.
Okay.
It's been quite a while since I've seen the Flame Mane in action. I'll leave these to you then.
Let me guess, it's
I'll
just
be
gonna
sure
cut
to
to a
put on a
black
good show.
screen.
Let's go!
Because her kit doesn't even exist yet. Yeah. Okay.
This made her look...
Shine down!
Come on, just die already.
Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna let up?
Never.
Everyone hold hands!
Alright. That was easy enough.
The creature stopped appearing. Was that the last of them?
Hopefully.
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we should be safe for the time being.
So these
Well
these
fought, everyone.
monsters just
No
like
injuries,
show
I
up
hope.
during sandstorms? Let me guess. You get a sandstorm every like
Who are you?
I don't know.
My apologies.
Day or
I
so.
haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking
What are
care of the
orbs
village's
floating?
elderly and
part of
children.
Raiden's skill.
I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
Hello, Uncle Ampu.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
Apparently, yes.
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
I could see that.
Another effect of
You know,
Irminsul's
with,
withering. So, Irminsul's withering
Plants
causes
degrading,
withering zones in the forest.
leaving the
and
ground in a worse
sandstorms and
state.
earthquakes here in the desert?
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Everyone in Aru village needs to take good care of themselves.
So, Irminsul can even
speaking of
directly
which,
affect
why
wind
haven't
pressure.
I seen a
Awesome.
single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper? Who are they? Village guards like Candace?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru village refers to mad scholars exiled here by the academia. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia forest. The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the desert. Though if you ask me, it's all a boatload of nonsense.
So, yeah, Hypatia was also almost exiled.
That's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace.
They've probably
No
been,
one in
you
the
know,
village has ever
stolen
seen
by
them
the
leave.
doctor.
If you're planning to stay around the village for the next few days, I'd appreciate it if you could keep an eye out for them.
I've had encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you trying to alleviate your guilt and atone for your past sins? I'm fascinated by how you think.
Would you guys
Mock
get a
me if
room
you
already?
will. But if you are guilty, I will eliminate you, regardless of my position or identity.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these kinds of investigations. Thank you for your help.
Guess I'm in.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. First they lose their sanity, now this! We need to help get them back home, safe and sound.
She was doing drugs to look at a
Is it
tree.
really a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
Yeah, it is here.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates. Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
Can we gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song? Our CAMPFIRE song? Hey you. Oh, no campfire. Shame. Oh, it's just us.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation?
Why do they refer to the mad scholars as village keepers?
One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident.
Okay.
The Academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But
is it because they're in the
after
desert?
Spending some time here, they invariably begin to calm down. Initially, the people of Aru Village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that.
Okay.
Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night.
Did you get a
Despite
vision?
the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt. After that, the people of Aru Village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and
So they
began to
healed
refer to them
Ermin's soul or
as
something?
the village keepers.
The soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru Village? What do you make of it?
So it's just Nahida. Okay.
Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru Village?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the Academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
So it wasn't Nahida.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Adding
Oh,
the fact
okay,
that
never
they
mind.
calmed down,
It was
it
Nahida.
was probably Nahida who calmed them.
So
if you are able to draw a
if the
conclusion
Akasha
from this one story
terminals
alone,
can still work
then it appears
outside
you
of
possess much more information
these
than
areas,
I do.
and Nahida can still like
So,
influence their dreams.
What do you make of the story?
How far can we like go? Like, could we go all the way to Inazuma or like a different part of the continent, and just like, you know, still have contact with Nahida through the dreams? That'd be really cool.
Really? Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes, the Radish Girl.
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars.
No, It's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning.
I mean, it makes sense.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon. Is she really active in Sumeru?
Yes.
The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views.
I don't see why we don't
In
just
addition,
tell like all these people
I've never
about
heard any
the
stories
Sub-Zero's
about
festival.
Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put it?
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth!
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar.
So this guy is literally just part of the disciplinary.
Lord
Really is part of the disciplinary committee.
How can this be?
Of a school.
To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Yes, she is the Akasha.
Now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation. But easier said than done. Especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
Or we could go to the giant pyramid in the center of the...
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my grandpa?
No, little boy, go away.
Who are you?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
Probably.
My name is Isak. You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
Oh boy.
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
What's wrong, little boy?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
Okay, so he's just a mediocre scholar.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Probably
Grandpa
because
is
he's
just
older?
Grandpa. He's my family. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa. I swear I'll help. I won't be a nuisance.
Stay here.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
My man Sino would really murder a
Kidding
child.
about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa.
To be fair, I would too,
find a way to
if
help
they were
him.
being enough little crap, you know.
Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
All right. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
I don't want to help. Even though this is probably just plot convenience anyway. Where do I go from here? Back to the house. More story.
Sino is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Probably.
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden.
Ah, the S's.
I still noticed him
It hurts.
eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive.
Oh,
Later,
okay.
an elderly mad
Yeah,
scholar
Mad Scholar
arrived
took him
at
in.
the
Okay.
village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him.
Oh boy, that's
One
a bad
summer
connection.
night, the oft mumbling and bumbling Grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance.
Never mind.
So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars, and accompanied Isak until he fell asleep. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. However, even so, Grandpa retained his calm expression. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world, almost as if he were sleepwalking.
Alright, so it's
Isak was
Nahida.
thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace, and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" Or, "Grandpa, could you tell me stories about the stars again?"
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad. It seems like they both deserve so much better.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. But even so, we must still continue on with our lives.
Yes,
It's
yes,
also
we must.
my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
See, yeah, okay. See the other scholar, yeah.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Yeah, I'm just learning this now.
No, nothing. As long as Esau keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Are we really taking a child
Perhaps you
back
are
to
more
the
compassionate than I
academia?
gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Sino.
I don't think this is a good idea. At all.
Hey, Isak! Oh, it's you guys!
We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa.
Really? Wow! Thank you so much! Yeah!
Taking a child is not a good
Let's ask
resident.
the local
or not a
residents some
good,
questions first.
good idea. Especially if we're gonna be going into a fight. Also, finally. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, we could keep going. But I might just stop here. Cause, I got Nahida. I did the story quest. I'll probably hop back on Friday. Do more of the story quest. Or the next one. And, yeah. Probably just go from there. Radish girl. Radish. Yeah. Alright. Well, I guess that's it. I got one new follower today, which is cool. It's probably a bot, though. Awesome. Because they were using whispers for some reason. And I did respond to them. But looks like a bot account, not gonna lie. Probably a scam account trying to get my Twitch account, which is not a good idea. Yeah. I also saw that I had one other viewer, which unfortunately didn't stay for long. But, you know, it's alright. Both these streams will be on YouTube at Nowhere Industries on YouTube. You can follow my Twitch at Baron From Nowhere and my Instagram at Baron From Nowhere. So see you guys all soon. Here we go. There's just chatting screen. Here we go. And those are my socials. Even though the Instagram one isn't there, I need to figure out how to add it. And I will see you all later. Adios.